Hey guys, welcome to Hannah's Backyard Garden, week number 7. We literally just got done with a rainstorm. I have to look, but I think we got close to 2 inches. I'll throw a little picture of that in there. But it came down really hard, and within, I'd say, an hour and a half. So we really needed rain. Everything was getting super, just dry and hard, and I was having a hard time weeding things. And I broke one of my hose, and then the other one just wasn't working. It wasn't digging in, so I ended up buying this one. And I had intentions of hoeing the entire garden before I did my video for this week, but that didn't happen. So I came out here and I tried, but it's so muddy that I actually can't hoe anything right now. All I'm doing is I'm just getting super dirty. So I'm going to have to just do that tomorrow morning before it gets too, well, I don't know if it's going to get warm, but before I go to work, I'll just get out here and do it tomorrow morning. So I'm just going to zoom you through tonight. Okay, week number 7. First off, I'm going to show you how much rain we got in the last hour and a half. That is just under 2 inches. That would explain why everything is so saturated in here. So my morning glories are finally starting to kind of do their thing. They're kind of going places they shouldn't, but that's morning glories. That's one reason I don't like to have a lot. And the weed mess over here, that's gonna get taken care of tomorrow. Like I said, everything's just so wet right now that I don't want to be digging in the mud. Okay, so that's that. Check out the sweet flowers. Black-eyed Susans are just starting to pop open. These lilies flowered. These are my absolute favorite. I'm not even sure the name, but aren't they beautiful? And then I have these really dark red ones, or like a brighter red. So those are pretty too. Yeah, let's see. Over here, same thing. These really pretty ones. And then these red ones, which they're beautiful too in their own way. There's actually like a lighter color orange inside of there. I don't know if you'll even be able to pick that up, but very pretty. Okay, strawberries. Oh, you can see there's a couple on there that I haven't picked yet. So this is delicata, sugar pumpkin, sweet dumpling in the back. Let's see. I think there is a little pumpkin on there. There's that one. And, oh, the wind kind of got in here. Sweet dumpling squash. Right there. And then this one has a few little delicatas in there. Okay. You have to excuse the noise. I'm using my phone camera today, so I don't have the microphone to kind of mute that out. But you can see I got some nice little pickles in there. I'm going to do a batch of pickles here pretty soon. I'm waiting for just enough. I just want a gallon worth. So I'm going to take them out when they're a little bit smaller. Oh, look at them squash bugs. I should come out here right now because everything's wet. Ew, that's gross. They're stuck to my foot. Okay. Straight eights. There's a couple little ones in there. We are really behind, but I got these in really late. So here is the ornamental gourd. It's really going up there. And then the tall one right there is actually another sugar pumpkin, which is what's here in front of me. And then it's got a gourd, but here I got a nice little pumpkin. You know, it's a comparison. And over here we have a gourd. And then I have this other gourd has they're a little bit longer. It's supposed to be a gourd. I'm starting to learn you can't trust seed packets anymore. You just never know. Okay, here's the cantaloupe. It got a little bit beat up in the rain. And get that fixed. This watermelon, yeah, see, since I fertilized it, it's really kind of bounced up along with that one. But not quite like the pumpkin. That thing's already huge. These are my green envy zinnias. And this is the squash plant that I pulled. But yeah, they're just starting to open. I'm kind of excited about these. I've never picked a specific kind of zinnia before. I just kind of grabbed what was at the greenhouse. But these were kind of picked out. And I'm a little disappointed. On this side, they're supposed to be queen, something queen. I can't remember. They're purple. And this one might be. But over here, that's opening and that looks pretty magenta or pink to me. So, along with these ones, these are also supposed to be purple. They're not. They're still pretty, but they're not what I planted. Okay, so here are my King of the North and King Arthur peppers. That scared me. I'm sorry, my door slammed. Jumped a little bit. But yeah, you can see there's quite a bit of flowers coming on all of these plants. None of them are quite producing yet. But I did notice that I messed up here. I believe it's this one. That these are, I almost think this might be a pepperoncini. I'm not sure. It's definitely not a bell pepper. Oh, there they are. I'm not sure what they are. Could be a cayenne. I have another mismatched one too. Okay, moving on. Here is my blueberry cherry. And there's some cherry tomatoes. And let's see. Here's some more. A little bit of color on them. Here's another one. And this one has quite a bit of flowers, but it's still not really producing. There's little bitty ones in there. My bad. There's some. And this is the white Tomasol. And I am actually starting to get some tomatoes on this. They're such a cool looking tomato. Pretty excited about those. You can see everything's a little curled up. It was really needing rain. And yeah, look at this. It's kind of like a couple plants that are growing together. It's super thick. It's a little odd. But there's that. And then this is a regular cherry, and it's just starting to get some cherries down there. Let's see. The Amish paste. They're just still looking weird to me. And I swear, I do trim these things up. They look really rough right now. I think the wind with the storm and the rain was really hard. But yeah, look at how curled they are at the bottom. These are just really long runners, so I'm really having a hard time trimming this. I just think I have to go just start cutting the branches off. These are the bullnose peppers and the bayonets. You can see here, there's a fairly nice bayonet on there. Those are really thick, nice, meaty green peppers. Don't mind the weeding, like I said at the beginning. I just didn't get around to it because of the rain. You can see I got some tassels coming on the corn. Right there. Sunflowers all got their heads on them this week. They're not opening up yet though. They're all facing the other way because it's the afternoon. And let's see here, we got some golden zucchini in there. This, I'm thinking this is a straight neck, a yellow straight neck, just from the looks of them. They look very much like one. Mortgage lifter. That's really starting to take off. It's like almost to the top of the trellis already, so I can't even imagine how tall that would be if I could keep going up with it. This one's starting to really produce some tomatoes on it. Really nice little ones. Here, this one's actually a fairly decent size. This one too, another mortgage lifter. This is a beefsteak, and it kind of got topped a little bit, but I have to trim it up more again. The more I trim them, the more I have to trim. This is the Paul Robeson. You can see the texture that's going to be on that tomato. It's really neat. And here is the cauliflower with dill. This dill just keeps producing tops. Oh, holy crap, guys. That is a really nice cauliflower. It's big. Wow. They were not that big a couple days ago. I could maybe pick one for dinner. Awesome. How exciting. Okay, here's my corn. Oh, and here, they're supposed to be the big red bell peppers. Well, these three are the golden bells. And look at here. This one is like super big, but this is a cayenne. I mistagged it, but I'm excited because it is producing little cayennes, and this is one I did from seed. So that's good. And these are all from seed too, just nothing else is coming up yet. I had to pull one of my zinnias. It was just dying. Not really sure why. They did get frosted really bad, so I'm wondering if that has something to do with it. Man, this crabgrass is awful. Another giant zinnia. Next to my tomatillos. I did not know that they get this big. But the cool part is this week, I have little tomatillos forming. Look at, isn't that awesome? Look at how many there is. This is so crazy. I think it's just because I've never grown it. Don't cry over my cabbage. I gotta pick it a lot split, and what's bad, I'll just give to the chickens. Now I'm not too worried about it, but I have a really nice head here. I'm gonna pull that one, pull the ones that are good, and then I'm gonna till everything back up and throw some more cabbage seeds in here for fall. Maybe some cauliflower. That would be kind of nice because I kind of like that. Okay, so here are the tasty pink beefsteaks. Once again, apologize about the weeds. I hate when people say this is how gardens are, but it is. This is how gardens are. And when it's nice, it looks nice. And when you get bad weather, things happen. So this is the stupus. And that one, like, it's really kind of an odd shape. I'm having kind of a hard time training them this year. I'm not as diligent as they've been other years, I think. And there's a nice little cluster. And that's my Prudence purple. It's so sad. It got frosted, and I think it just has really affected it. But it's there, so we'll see what happens. Okay, the peppers. I am a little sad about my cayenne here. It is falling all over. I gotta do a lot of staking with that. And so these two are also supposed to be cayenne, but I'm wondering if the other two that I messed up aren't, then this looks like it's probably a bell pepper. Yep. So yeah, I still got 3 cayennes. They're just not all in where I put them. Here's the Anaheim. Oh, there's a beautiful pepper on it. This one, oh, it's a paprika. You guys, it's a little paprika, baby. Get out of my fingers are in the way. Well, isn't that the cutest thing? I've never grown a paprika. Awesome. And here I've been pretty excited about this, but this too is also falling. But here are my black Hungarians. I gotta stake this one up too. They are so cool. I just love this plant. And they're black, like, that's awesome. Pepperoncinis. These are a really neat looking pepper. I think this is what's in the front bed. Here's a bigger one. Look at them. There's so many. Okay, and this is the jalapeno that I planted.
And I have a couple, somewhere I had little jalapenos on here. Anyway, they are on there, and then I have some other ones there. And that pepperoncini is not quite producing yet. There's my Romas. My little one doubled in size this week. I trimmed this one up just to get the leaves off the ground a bit, and there is a little one in there. And that one I did not trim up. I ran out of time. The chocolate cherries, tomatoes, no, sunflowers, they're doing really good. They're really kind of starting to expand now and take up more room. These gray zucchini, uh-oh, it rained, so this thing probably just sucked off all of that moisture. Yeah, look at that big one in there. I just cut zucchini yesterday, and none of those were ready. And I do have a volunteer cucumber plant that came up in here. I'm just letting that go. There's more. My seeds never germinated for the ones I planted last week, but I'm gonna be okay, it's fine. And then there's this one that is starting to get little zucchinis on it. All the beefsteaks, the old German. It's like a double tomato together. This is the Amana orange, and here, let me get, sorry about not being stable, but these are some really cool tomatoes. These are the Amana oranges. And let me get out of this mud hole here. I started to weed this yesterday. You can see I didn't get quite around the plants yet, but I started to do that. And I got to work on all that. It's not going to be a fun day. Whoop! Oh, this is totally not what I planted. These, uh-oh. Everything's kind of falling a little bit. These are supposed to be purple. It's pretty, but... Oh, there's another one back there. Let me see if I can get over here. I guess that's a little bit darker. Look at that. Okay. I gotta slowly back out of here. Here is the watermelon patch. My flower idea of keeping everything contained is not going to work, but I tried. And I'm gonna have some really pretty little flowers around there. So this, yeah, the Klondike blue ribbons over there, the crimson sweet is the majority here. And the pumpkins are also now taking over, because that's what pumpkins do. I really wish I would have done pumpkins here, watermelon there, but I don't know what I would have done with the corn. Oh, wow. Look what happened from the storm. I'll have to fix that. Of course. I just weeded this. This looks really good. And I do have some cucumbers randomly in there too that just volunteered, and I'm gonna let them go. I don't think it's gonna hurt the corn too much. So that is the front bed. Everything is probably about as tall as it's gonna be.
This week, everything looks very disheveled because, like I said, we just got done with a storm about half an hour ago, maybe an hour by now. And it's downpoured, and I'm assuming the wind picked up because we have a lot of stuff that's kind of all over the place right now. But otherwise, everything's doing very well. The bugs are still holding at bay on the potatoes. We did really good. The only thing I could really fault myself on this bed is I should have spaced my onions farther away from the potatoes, and I did have the room. I just did it kind of half-assed, I guess. So I should have done it a little bit better, but it is what it is. Looking back, I'll fix it next year. So besides that, what else was I saying? Oh, I weeded the front half of the bed, but I forgot about the back half, which you'll see in my little tour. So it is what it is. I really have a lot of things to do. It's been stages I needed. So that's why I did a couple sections in the big garden with the weeds, but that's I think kind of what the overview. I let it go. But living there, you know, I know that it's how it goes. When you're busy, you're busy. And the garden will be here, and these are pretty easy to get looking pretty good. So, okay, come along, check us out, and we'll see you again week number 8.
Okay, here are the carrots. They're really starting to excel. And then the onions. I've been eating onions for a while now. They're super nice size. They're doing good. Yeah, you can see some of them got knocked down just today from the wind. So my garlic, still not quite ready yet. Those ones over there maybe are starting to get there. Oh, they all got big scapes. I should take all them off. I just now noticed that. So some of these were getting a little bit eaten up by the weeds. So we finally got rid of all them weeds there. Here they are. And you can actually see my garlic for the most part. Yeah, those are actually really big scapes, and I don't know why I didn't notice these. So anyway, oh, I did not weed over here. Excuse me about my weeding. And I did not mow along here. How embarrassing. Again, I'll get to it. Yeah, everything's all wind blown. The potatoes are just a big old mess.